A warm welcome to everyone to my channel Lost and Found Soul. That's me, Nakshatra, which means star in my native language. Today's message is going to be very, very significant to all of us. It's because it is coming straight from the full moon, and that will be delivered to us by two different spirit animals. So they are carrying two different messages. You could choose one of them, or if you want, you can embrace both of them as well. Now, talking about the full moon, we know that a lot of things on the planet are being influenced by the full moon, starting from our mental state, oceans, tides, etc. etc. But you also know today's reading is also being influenced by the moon. When I said influenced, it means the moon is making the cards move. Pull one card from each of the deck so that we get the guidance. You want to see how that's happening? Come, let's jump into the reading. If you have chosen pile 1, then it means you have chosen to receive the information through the owl spirit. We are going to use Unicorn deck and the Keepers of the Light deck for us to interpret the messages that we have received. Plus, on the top of it, we are going to use Tarot deck divided into two sections. The first section or the left section for us to understand where we are right now, and the right section for us to understand what actions we'll have to take so that we can embrace or receive that particular guidance completely, or to implement the guidance completely. The message that I receive here is that you are being relieved of some chaotic situation or some overwhelming responsibilities that you had taken. This might be the tasks at work or some extra activities that you have taken at home, or it can be anything. Even while you were juggling all of these works, all of these tedious tasks, you had the awareness about yourselves. So you had connected with your core selves or higher selves, God, universe. So that particular connection had become the secret sauce, which is actually delivering you this clarity or helping you to rearrange your tasks and give you a strategy where you can perform those tasks one by one with the greatest quality that you can deliver, along with maintaining your peace of mind. So, as a final note for this particular message, if you would like to spread a gratitude for the energy who helped you, or just be grateful to yourself for pursuing to catch this particular strategy, please go ahead. So another message that I find here is that if you have noticed in one of the Hobbit movie, I'm not able to be very specific about it, Gandalf will use his staff to protect himself from Sauron. The fact in that movie is that Gandalf cannot fight against Sauron directly, so he can use his staff to protect. So in that movie, what will happen is he will use his staff to form a bubble around him to protect himself from Sauron, but he couldn't beat. His staff will be taken away, and Sauron will take over the scene. So something very similar is what I'm seeing when I see this particular card on the left hand side, the tarot card. You did try to bring light into people's life, people around you. So you gave advice, you tried to help them, you yourself, allocated time for them, you paused your own life activities for some time and then jumped in just to help them. But that didn't really go well as you planned. Your intention was to shed light. But what happened was it created too much of noise that had backfired on you, and you ended up suffocating. But your actual intention was to shed your light. You used all of your energy, you poured all of yourself into this situation to people. So, actually, what happened was the positive energies around you, the higher self, God, universe, did make a note of it. So, God, universe itself came down, is actually coming down and giving this message to you. You could consider it like that there will be light, and God is actually showing light to you in the middle of all this smoke or suffocation. There will be a path shown to you to help you escape from there. It's okay, you have done the best. It's okay, it's not your fault that you are not able to help them completely. It's not that you were not able to help, it's that the actual situation is the other people did not have the capacity to understand or to embrace, to catch up with your help. So you are definitely being rewarded for your intention, and more than that, you are being protected. Another information I see here is that you are in a crossroad kind of a situation where you are having a lot of options, you're trying to make a decision, you're trying to make a choice. So there is a tips that I've come here for you is that there is going to be only one choice which is going to be a great option or a great solution for the situation, which will be like a Lego click. So that is what I'm able to interpret the messages the Owl Spirit has got for you, pile one. And let me know in the comment section that if any of these messages have resonated to you, for you, with you. See you in the next reading. Bye bye. Take care. If you have come to pile 2, then it means you have chosen to receive the guidance and the messages from the full moon through Dragonfly Spirit. We are going to use Unicorn deck and the Keepers of the Light deck for us to interpret the messages that we have received. Plus, on the top of it, we are going to use Tarot deck divided into 2 sections. The first section or the left section for us to understand where we are right now, and the right section for us to understand what actions we'll have to take so that we can embrace or receive that particular guidance completely or to implement the guidance completely. If you have chosen pile 2, then it means you are receiving the messages from the full moon brought to you by Dragonfly Spirit. It seems like somewhere in the recent past you have set forth on a journey to complete a task, a journey to start something new, or you have started some affirmations or law of attractions so that something happened to you. This can be to get a new job, or you have started your own business, or even if you want to travel somewhere, if you are a traveler. I see Archangel Michael present in our reading. So I also understand that throughout your journey that you have decided to take, Archangel Michael will definitely be present, giving you protection and also giving you all the encouragement to keep continuing the decision that you have taken. And I also see that at some point or at different points in this journey, you take a pause or something is making you to take a pause and it's making you to reconsider your decision. But one thing is very, very clear in this reading that your decision is correct. There is no need for you to reconsider or re-examine whether you have taken the right decision or not. Maybe you could reconsider your next steps to go to the destination, but definitely not to get back to where you started from. And now that we know Archangel Michael is also there along with us in this journey, so now what is the next thing that we need to have is point one, be very confident that you have taken the right decision. Next is definitely we need a fuel for us to help us or to push us forward in this journey, and that's nothing but your passion. Just keep reminding yourself why did you even start this journey, and keep imagining and visualizing again and again as if it's happening. We all know the visualization technique already. There's a lot of content on that, so I'm not going to repeat about it. So the story here is you'll have to keep increasing your fuel and intensity of the joy and the pleasure that you're going to derive when you have achieved this particular goal. Now, speaking about this goal, there is something very specific and that's very important that you'll have to address here. The goal that you are trying to achieve, you know that it's going to be a big task. It's not something an easy one, and you did not choose it since because it is easy. You know how it's going to be. Suppose if it's going to be a job that you are trying to manifest, you know that that task is going to be hectic, but you know you have the capacity to handle it. It's because you love doing those responsibilities that's been mentioned in the job description. So you are actually aiming for it, even though you understand it's going to be stressful. But stressful or stress is not the right word, because that happens only when you don't enjoy, but you know that you're going to enjoy it. And even sometimes when you want to travel, people might think that's very stressful because you'll have to do a lot of hostel hopping. You don't have a planned place where you can have your food. But the pleasure of traveling only the travelers can understand. And I also get another message here is that by the time you reach your goal, your destination, you're going to get a lot of blessings. See, there is a situation where there'll be a lot of responsibilities which might feel very overwhelming and that might be very heavy to lift. But there's also another situation, too much of blessings that will also be heavy on us. So I see that something like that is going to happen to you. You're going to have too many blessings. It might seem to be very too overwhelming for you to handle all those blessings coming all at once. Probably this message is for you to give a surprise warning that get ready for all those surprises. So when it arrives, you don't feel that it's all overwhelming. You should start enjoying all of them. Those surprises and good things also can feel heavy sometimes. They say, right, 1 kilo of cotton is not going to be anyway lighter than 1 kilo of iron. So you're going to have lots of blessings. So it's just that it might be heavy, but you just need to have a strategy around that area where you could handle all that so that you can enjoy those blessings that are arriving at you. All right, this is what I have for pile number 2. So if you love this reading or if a part of this reading resonated with you, please do let me know. Or if you have any feedback at all, please do let me know. I would like to incorporate that and learn from it. So see you in the next reading. Bye bye everyone.